I'm John, or Yannis in Greek, the most common Greek name. I'm an entomologist, and at the same time I perform as a beekeeper here at our beautiful bee farm in the area of Delphi.
Okay, so why are bees important in our area and how do they help nature and farming?
Well, bees are very important not only in our area, bees are the most important animals on the planet because of course they pollinate 80% of Earth's plant and we need them to have food to eat. Without bees we have no food for us, not food for the animals, and also they're very important in the local farming because farmers of course need pollination for their crops.
Have you noticed any changes in the number of bees over the years, and what is causing it?
Yes, the bees are dying extremely fast. It's a huge problem that we have to deal with the last at least 40-45 years. We also lose a lot of bees here. It's the same thing all over the planet. In some places it's called colony collapse disorder, and the main reasons that causing that is basically three big factors, the main reasons. The first one is chemicals, insecticides, pesticides that humans are using. The second one is all the enemies and diseases for the bees that again humans are spreading all over the planet. And the third one is the climate change. Here we are mostly affected by an enemy for the bees, a famous mite for the bees. The name is Varroa distractor. And for example, last fall, we lost half of our hives in 2 months. We were losing 5 colonies per day for 60 days. And the other big factor here is the climate change. It's things very strange things are happening. For example, the last 2 years we had no winter in Greece, and this affects bees, not only bees, everything around us.
So what kinds of flowers and plants do local bees rely on the most?
This is an easy one, but here we're very lucky. We have more than 80 different, you can call them herbs or flowers or honeydew that bees can take, the first material converted to honey. So we have more than 77 wild herbs that give bees pollen and nectar all year round to eat and to, of course, make honey. The most important plant, of course I can say that a very precious plant for us is the wild thyme, of course, because it gives us the famous Greek thyme honey, which has the best taste all over the planet.
What makes the honey from this area special, and how do the flowers affect its taste?
Okay, let's start with the second part. Of course, different flowers produce different honey and affects the taste a lot. You can produce sweet honey and you can also produce bitter honey. Regarding the flowers, the first material that bees use to make the honey. Okay, we have you can find huge differences in taste. Now, about the local honey, I think it's better to say that Greek honey is very good. It has amazing properties, proven properties, and this is because mainly Greek beekeepers tend to keep their hives in wild areas, not inside cultivated areas. And doing that, bees find wildflowers to make honey, and these wildflowers that we have in Greece, most of them exist only in Greece. They're endemic, they exist nowhere else in the world. And we get some very special chemical compounds inside the honey that puts the Greek honey among the best in the world.
Okay, so what are the biggest dangers to bees here and how can we help protect them?
The biggest problem is these things we mainly said before. Chemicals, we don't have a lot of chemicals here, this is true, but we have this mite, its enemies, some diseases, this famous Varroa mite for the bees, and the climate change. Of course, saying that, we have to know that we don't care about the bees that make honey, because all over the planet we have 20,000 species of bees and we need all of them. And in Greece We have more than 1,000 different species, and we need all of them, not only the bees that make honey. Okay, this is also a huge problem. We have to care about all bees, not only these bees that make the honey that we eat. So, to help, first of all, we must spread the word that bees are dying. We have to love them. You can do small things and big things. Small things is like planting flowers, building insect hotels, bee hotels. You can sign up with your name and your email in some global or local organization that help bees. And you can also do big things like what I just said before, spread the word, talk to the kids, talk to other people, because again, bees are the most important animals on the planet.
What do you love most about beekeeping, and what is the hardest part of that?
Well, what I love most, the thing that I love most is that bees are amazing creatures and they're doing amazing things. The more you see them and the more you read about them, you always surprised what they do, how they communicate, how they behave, and of course the main thing for me is that we get in touch with nature, because this is something that we have lost, and when you beekeep you get this feeling back. And of course we have some difficult parts. For fun, one of them is the stinging. We get a lot of stings every day, and it's a lot of work during springtime. It's 20 hours per day, per 24.
That's very interesting. Now, could you please present some of your products? We would love to see what you produce.
Of course, I've already brought some of the things that we make here. We make a lot of things from the bees. And first of all, bees are the only animals that makes food for humans ready to eat. Okay, so let's start with some of the wax products. We take the wax that bees no longer use. These are the famous beeswax creams, very good for moisturizing your whole body. This also has healing properties. These are wax tablets, for example. You hang them inside your wardrobe and your clothes are smelling like that, different smells. And the main part, the honeys that we make in this area. The first one, it's called thyme honey. This is the flowers honey. This is flowers with thyme. This is the famous thyme honey. This is the fir honey from fir trees, the Christmas trees. And this is oak honey from oak trees. And I think it's time for you to come and taste them all now, okay? So, Ilias, how you're going to taste? You will take sticks from this jar, like that, very good. Take one stick, dip it on the honey, eat the honey, and then throw the stick away. Okay, never use the same stick twice. No double dipping.
That's really good.
Good one? Okay, try this one. I have to tell you, this one, the fir honey is made out of other bugs' poop. It's not from the flowers, it's not from insects. It's not from nectar, I mean.
That's very interesting.
Okay.